What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Medusa. This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead, uh, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I post some new content. Bad news, people. Um, just got word, matter of fact, from one of the viewers that was actually that was tuned in earlier. Insert name right here. Just told me that the Supreme Court, they actually well, that's what I'm actually really trying to find out now. HLRG, from what I just got from insert name right here, they just said, hey, look, the Supreme Court has actually really denied it, and they're actually really going to go through with the execution, right? People, all what I'm gonna say is this about this, right? They said the plan. They say the plan is they're going to execute him. Yeah. They're like saying this. This is what I'm actually really. This is what I'm actually really getting right now. For those, put like this. For those of y'all that watched earlier, for those of y'all that are actually really watching now, and those of y'all that are actually after once I actually really get out of here, right? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, do not actually really go out and tear up nothing. Don't do no riots. I'm telling y'all, don't do none of that stuff, right? And I'm not just saying it just because of what may be out there. And when I say what may be out there, I'm talking about this so-called bullshit COVID-19, right? But I'm actually really saying this to actually be like, okay, hey, look, do not go out there and tear up nothing, right? Because this is what the so-called powers that be, this is what the fuck they want. This is what the fuck they want, people. So don't go out there doing something. What is this? Hey, did you get a call yet? Did you get a call yet? Because did you get a call or text message? Yeah, she said she won't be home until 8:45. Oh, so she's still waiting. Well, yeah, because she knows she's at work. Oh, well, she's still okay. Well, look, she's still at. Okay, well, she's right now. Okay, well, she's okay. Well, the source is telling me that she's still at work. She won't get home for another hour. But if y'all actually really going off of, if y'all hear it, then I mean, she just text. So she just text you. So okay, all right. But in other case, people, go out and put like this for the three of y'all that actually really watching right now, or the four of y'all that actually really going out there just watching right now. They're gonna go ahead with the execution. I'm still waiting on word or whatever. The actual family member won't get off for another hour from now. Yeah, so they're like I said, they're gonna go forward with it. She just told me just right now. Yeah, Sharice, that's the young lady's name. Yeah, well, in other case, she told my friend, I'm telling y'all, right? So they're gonna go through with it, right? So, but what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is this, people. A lot of people go get pissed off. A lot of people probably pissed off right now, right? But I'm telling y'all something. going out, riding, tearing up shit. It's not going to bring this young man back. Well, yeah, because it's not going to bring him back, people. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not going to bring him back. Just like actually really killing him, it's not going to bring those people back neither, right? But this is the justice system. This is how the system works, right? And until we, the American people, right? Until we actually really be like, okay, hey, guess what? Enough of this. Then this is actually really going to carry on. Do you think that the Twitter petition that Kim Kardashian was aiming could have said, well, put like this, HLRG. People can, celebrities, they can actually really have they say so, right? But if they actually really going to go ahead and execute this guy, right, for whatever reason, right, then it's really not gonna matter if Kim Kardashian, Tom Cruise, any of the celebrities, all of them can actually really just comment and say, hey, guess what? Don't kill this guy. Once they actually really got it in their head, hey, look, this individual did wrong, and we gonna get him out of there, right? Now, for whatever the delay was, what the delay was, right? And like say, for those of y'all that actually really coming back and tuning back in, see, I asked this question, so I guess that's it. He's gone. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I get it, y'all. It's but I just look at it like this, for whatever the delay was, right? And we can all sit up here and we can actually really have our own speculations of why they actually really delayed it, right? And it's just like what I've always, it's like what I've always believed. Anytime when you have a particular event that goes, a particular event like this one, right? And the whole world, the eyes of the world has really put their main focus of that city that's in Indiana, right? Everybody, for the most part, is focused on that city, on what they're actually really going to do with that particular individual. Then you really got to ask yourself something, right? If everybody's actually really focused on this, then what are the powers that be truly, honestly doing? What are they actually really setting up for? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I truly honestly believe that they was gonna kill this guy regardless. And then depending on how many people was actually really gonna be tuned in to actually really watch this execution, which for the most part, why the fuck would you actually really watch an execution? Because it's not like they're gonna actually really let you see them put the needle in his arm and watch him die, twitch, or whatever it is that they do. They're not gonna do that. As sick as the doggone justice system is, right? I mean, it's already sick enough that they actually really putting it out on national, on a media platform in the first place. But if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, people, right? Like I said, everybody is focused on this. So what are they really doing behind closed doors? What are they actually really getting ready? What are they actually really getting us ready for? Just like what I told y'all earlier, the vaccine is already out there. They doing it in the UK. So I guess it's actually really trying to figure out how people actually really going to react to it before it come across this water, right? So just like I say, people, as sad as it may be, here's a young. Well, I keep wanting to call him young man because I'm 47. I mean, he's 40. So for the most part, we all in the same. Yeah, and then just like I said, for the most part, just like I said, I got it before I come on here, and then she just told me the exact same thing that they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna go ahead with the execution. The Supreme Court, I guess they decided, like, look, we're gonna go ahead and get him out of there, right? This was really unnecessary because it's just bringing more pain into the world, a life sentence. So yeah, the marshal makes the call and is told there are no legal, like, real, so yeah, will ask Bernard if he wants to make a final statement. Oh wow, so they gonna make him. Wow, after that happens, the BOP will begin the lethal injection. Oh, so they just wait for him now to. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure you already know that, but they just, if he got a final statement, they're gonna let him have a final statement. Yeah. So, um, just like I said, people, at this point in the junction now, it really ain't too much nothing that we can do. All what we can do is just make sure that cooler heads will act like really be cool about this, and then like the rest of the people are not actually really going to go out there and doggone start rioting and all that kind of stuff, because again, rioting, beating up people, tearing up businesses and all that kind of stuff is not going to bring this man back. And just like I said, and then just like I said, you can actually really take it further back than that or whatever, right? So, hey, look, let's just say, look, I thank everybody. I thank everybody, I thank everybody for y'all tuning in earlier. I thank everybody, that is tuned in now. But if if a lesson, for like this, if a lesson has, if it's any lesson that is being taught, let's just say that, okay, like any type of crime is bad, but actually like really taking a life, whether that you've been in the world for a while or you just getting started, right? And I'm talking about babies, as far as like abortion goes. Everybody, put it like this, everybody makes mistakes. And whether or not you actually really learn from your mistakes is actually really up to that particular individual, right? And it's just, and it's just for the simple fact that, okay, you got some people out there that actually like really believes in the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth mentality, right? But maybe, just maybe, if a lot of us actually really just stand up and be like, okay, well, hey, look, we know that that person did wrong, but killing them, the death penalty is trying to stop. Hold on, what's this? The death penalty is trying to stop the sitting by doing the one thing that you're trying to stop. Okay. So in other case, I mean, look, mobile gaming king. What I'm saying is this, right? Somebody take a life, then you take their life. Then what, I mean, like really, what have you accomplished? Because the death penalty has been around for a long time, right? And so for the most part, let's just say that whenever they started, when the death penalty was actually really implemented, the very first time that it was implemented, right? And then you would actually really think, okay, well, but damn, he died because of what the hell he did. And then you would think, okay, but considering when the death penalty started up until now, this is so-called 2020, right? Well, apparently a lot of people ain't learned their lesson. So for the most part, so now you gotta ask yourself, hold on, what you say? I mean to say that the death penalty is trying to stop something by doing the same thing that they're trying. So okay, I get what you're saying, but if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, right? Let's look at how long that the death penalty has been in play, right? And crime still happen. Shit still happens. So for the most part, right? Put like this. And then, yeah, 2020 has been like real, for the most part, you can actually really look at it and say, okay, well, 2020 has been a rather fucked up year. Okay, but getting back to what Mobile Gaming King says, right? You go on, if you actually really stop and think about, okay, when the death penalty was actually like really implemented, up until now, right? The death penalty has been there. Yeah, like I said, it's been there forever. So for the most part, right? You gotta look at, okay, well, if this truly ain't the answer, do you have any socials I can contact? I would like to say things you probably, oh wow, okay, well, hey Tony Oxford, what's good? So, and I, so look, in other case, people, right? For however long that it's been implemented, shit still ain't changed. It's still a lot of people that's on death row right now. Why do they get to decide who dies? Well, you know what, what is this? Protect Mod, whatever. That's a $64,000 question. And it acts like really the application of state of execution sentence of death presented to justice and by him referred to the court is denied. The petition, okay, is also denied. Okay, so everything, I don't have any sorry socials. Okay, but in other case, people, we put like this, it's a well-established fact that the death penalty has been in play for a pretty good while. And depending on how many people are actually really on death row right now, right? So it's a lot of people that are on death row actually, they just sitting up here and they waiting their time. Some people that's been on death, some people that are on death row has been on death row longer than this, longer than Brandon Bernard has been on death row. But that's beside the point. Whatever so-called lesson that was actually really supposed to be taught, apparently it ain't working. So for the most part, you actually really got to come up with a whole new strategy. A whole new strategy. I was like, okay, well, look, apparently this, because because it's quite obvious. These people are saying, okay, well, apparently this shit ain't working. Apparently it ain't working because people still out here doing crimes or whatever. Then for the most part, depending on how many crimes they did, and then they were like, okay, well, you know what? We gonna give you the death penalty. Fun fact, actually, hold on. Fun fact, who killed 24 people in Walmart in El Paso? Still okay, Migs, 99, I got you, right? So, anything good from the update? No, Tony, they denied it, the Supreme Court. They denied it. So, as far as I know, they sending him back there. They sending him back to the room, and 9 times out of 10, they probably they either about to give him the lethal injection or they already did, right? So, but basically what I was trying to say is that whatever lesson that they thought was actually really going to be taught, apparently it ain't catching. Because you look at all of the people that's on death row, and it's just like what Migs 99 said, right? What this one guy, he killed up all the folk, he's still on death row right now. So it's almost like, has anybody considered the Bagley family and all of this? Bernard knew what he was getting into and knew the consequences if caught. Okay, there. I got you. Baron, what's it? Baron Bedsource? I hope I'm saying your name right. Put it like this. I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you were saying. Right? And just for some fact, and the lawyers, did the defense on Brandon Bernard's behalf? They was actually really trying to, they was doing their case of, hey, look, he was 18 at the time, peer pressure this, peer pressure that, peer pressure the other, right? And then, for some people, for some young adults or teenagers or whatever the case may be, right? Is that, peer pressure will come at people a hell of a lot different than, say, the next person. It's just like what I told y'all in the previous broadcast that I did, right? When I don't know what this young man felt, what his feeling was at the age of 18. I don't know what he actually really considered himself as. I don't know if he was one of those that he just actually really wanted to fit in at all costs. I don't know that. I really don't know that. Only Brandon Bernard himself and his family know that. Right? But then again, here's something else that y'all really need to stop and take in consideration. Yeah, you can tell mom and dad some things, but for the most part, you as a child, you would never tell your parents everything that's going on with you, because it's just for the simple fact that you feel like, okay, hey, look, some of it, I actually really got to figure out for myself. And then for the most part, you really don't know what type of consequences that you actually really going to get from your parents. So a lot of things will remain hush hush on a lot of things. That's what you actually really got to start to take in consideration, right? You actually really thinking that you can handle a situation and just pray to God that you don't get caught. So it's just like what my man said earlier, right? Well, what about the Bagley family? Okay, hey, look, I get you, right? But even then, But even then, what happened? Put like this: whatever what went down, it was fucked up. I got it. I'm not sitting up here saying. I'm not sitting up here. I'm not going to sit up here and disagree and say that it wasn't, because it was. Because two people lost their lives for whatever reason, right? And then, but like a lot of stuff, and I've said this in previous shows. A lot of stuff is easier said than done. People, it's sad that some people are going to use this death as an excuse to ride. Yeah, just like I said, just like say Migs 99, before you actually really came back in, that's what I said. I said, look, for everybody that's watching now, or for everybody that's actually really going to come in while I'm doing this, look, do not, and then like I say, for those of y'all that are watching, y'all need to actually really spread the word and tell people, look, do not go out and riot, because this is what the hell they want us to do. This is what the fuck they want us to do, right? Yeah, I got it, you mad, right? But if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, when George Floyd died, y'all rioted. What happened? Ain't nothing changed. When the whole Rodney King thing happened, and those police were found out guilty, that was back in the 90s, right? They were found out guilty, and they tore up shit. Did anything change? No. And then you even go back farther than that. Let's look at what happened in the 65 riots, right? And they rioted. Did anything change? No. But they have to look at both perspectives. People who are rioting, just like a black man got put to death and is innocent. Okay, insert name here. Again, you know what? Here's the deal, people. Executing him will not bring anyone back. Okay, Sarah Lauren, I get you. For the most part, everybody here, for the most part, is in agreement of what I'm actually really saying. But my question to all of y'all is this. We know what the problem is. We know what the problem is. But do we really know what the solution is? Do we really know? Or is it like they just like, okay, wait a minute. Rahab, is he alive or what? What's going on? Because I'm hearing like they denied the stay of execution. So what is it? So are they going to execute him tonight, or are they going to actually really do it 14 days from now? What you know so far? Share. Hold that. No. Share. What you got so far? Because now it's a lot of people saying, come on, he's alive. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So in other case, people, all right. It's about, okay. So I think they'll be doing it tonight. Okay. So I think it's 10 times more expensive to execute someone than to. Okay, yeah, okay there, Sarah. I got you on that one too, right? But then again, right? Here's the deal. Well, that's the $64,000 question right now. What? Rochelle, just bring it in here. I'm not sure we need to wait for that. Who? Who?
Tiny.
Tiny Lister?
Yeah, he just died a minute ago. 1 minute ago.
Wow. All right, well, for those of y'all that was Friday friends, Friday fans, Tiny Lister, aka Debo,
just died. Like a minute ago.
Yeah, this is like off the press.
Yeah.
So here it is, like
dang, he just died.
So Tiny just died. We still waiting on doggone what they gonna do with yeah, somebody just said, wow, you know. Wow. What but they probably don't know what it, they probably don't know what the cost. Yeah, Tony, I got you. Right? So what you got on my drink? Right? So, but I know a lot of people. Tiny Lister. Tiny insert name right here. Tiny Lister, aka Debo, just passed away. Yeah, we don't know what the cause of death is, right? But boy, I tell you, and here it is. Yeah, you know, matter of fact, I might watch it. You know what? I really, you know what? I don't even think I would want to watch that. You know, I mean, because I'm pretty sure, you know, Ice Cube and Chris Tucker and all the guys, you know, they're gonna say they gonna say their little piece once it actually really gets out there. But here it is, people. This is the 10th of December. 21 more days before all this is over with. And the way this stuff is going right now, y'all, Punch Party, we don't know. They denied it, and then I don't know if they're going to execute it or they already executed him. I really don't know. Foreign country refused to sell the U.S. the lethal injection drug because we use it for executions. But I mean, you know, I mean, great fact, I got all the subject. So what is, you know, and again, this is another $64,000 question. What is it? Well, I can actually really tell you what it is, right? It all starts in the home. It all starts in the home, right? We all have to be very aware. We all have to be very aware of who we drop our draws down to. I hate to be so harsh about it, but for the most part, yeah, Migs 99, I got you. I, you know, Sarah, I feel you on that one too. But I think a lot of this stuff, and then again, you know, we can sit up here and say, well, hey, look, it's easier said than done. But for the most part, I truly, honestly believe, right, that if the foundation, and I'm talking about the home, the actual home, if it was actually really, truly, honestly stable, a lot of the stuff that actually goes on now wouldn't go on. Now, you know, now for the most part, I'll be the first one to tell you, this is, you know, you can call it sheer speculation. You can call it fact. Hey, look, call it what you will. But a lot of the stuff that actually goes on right now, a lot of it has to do with what happens in the home and what is actually really being portrayed on the doggone idiot box, i.e. the television, or telling you to vision, as I like to call it, right? You know, this younger generation right now, you know, and I could be wrong, but you know, I just truly honestly feel that a lot of these kids that's coming up now, and even 20 years ago, right? They really don't understand the meaning, the true meaning of hard work, actually really going out there and really earning what you work for. I mean, I grant the fact the educational system is all fucked up too, right? So a lot of work, put like this, a lot of work is going to have to be done, like seriously. And just like what a lot of y'all are saying, killing somebody, putting them on death row is not going to bring back who they killed. I mean, because if that was the case, hell, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't, even if it did, I still wouldn't vote for it. And, you know, for anybody would say, well, okay, with the family would be vindicated. Really? You really think, so that what y'all think, right? Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. America, what is this? America is about to take a healthy, breathing, repent, human. Yeah, okay there. I got you on that one too. Where will the execution take place? Well, he's up there in Indiana. And Terre Haute, Indiana. Right? But listen, people. And like I say, you know, I don't want to sound like no broke ass record here. But for those that, and you know, for those of y'all that are watching here, y'all already know. They kill this guy, they ride. What's really gonna change? What's really gonna change? Right? And then the same thing with George Floyd, right? Police killed him, right? Well, at least that's what the word is going, at least that's what the word is. But in other case, people rioted, right? But did anything change? Totally agree, but you should know what's right. Yeah, okay, Baron, you know, Baron Benshaws, I got it, right? You know, by the time you're 18, you should know right from wrong, right? And it's a ploy. It's a ploy that the defense will always use. What is that? What's the name of the actor that died? What? What actor? Okay, Tony, what actor are you talking about? What actor are you talking about? No, well, that's what we waiting on there. The last individual that just Cal, well, I'm not gonna butcher your name there. So, but you know, I'm just like, okay, you know, it's gotta be a better way than what they doing, and how you know that they handle individuals. You know, maybe it could be just for the simple fact that they actually might want to actually really look at the brain of a teenager a little bit better than what they do. But you know, I just look at it like this, right? You know, a lot of people can sit up here and holler about, okay, well, he was 18 and the brain wasn't developed like it should. But then you got these so-called anywhere from 12 to 15-year-olds that are considered geniuses, right? And you know, they blowing everybody else out the water as far as like academics goes. So yeah, so you know, for the most part, yeah, you know, the case could be made that you could actually really throw that, okay, well, he was 18 years old and his brain wasn't like how it's supposed to be. For the most part, you gotta really stop and think about it. Yeah, you could actually really throw that shit out the window. Like, seriously. Right? We still need that wall complete. Okay, Raha Banks, okay. What the wall gonna do? Matter of fact, a wall is already a wall up for the most part, right? But the whole thing, no, Louis, we really don't. people are saying that he's dead. A lot of people saying that it's gonna be a couple of hours from now. At this point in the juncture, I really don't know, right? But going back to my man with the whole wall issue. Okay, so you put up a wall, and so now the next question you got to ask yourself: what the fuck a wall is gonna do? Like seriously, right? Because motherfuckers will dig up under some shit just to get out on the other side, using him for free labor. Oh, okay, I got you. You know, I got you on that too. But I could actually really just come out and tell y'all how I actually really feel about this whole situation. Right? And then who's to say? Hold on. Brandon Bernard's execution is expected to begin momentarily. The next word we'll hear likely will be a time of death. Okay, all right. In all the case, people, I just look at it like this, right? And if y'all actually really go back and look at some of my previous shows, I've said this, right? A lot of this stuff that we actually really see on television or telling you division is nothing more than a ploy to keep us separated. You know, a lot of us actually really want to do this, right? But the first time you look at the telling you division, or you carry your ass and get to school, and you too busy to listen to the doggone history teacher, this is what the fuck happens, right? Damn, is there anything that can be done at this point, or is it too late? Well, insert name here just said, hey, look, it's going to happen momentarily. At this point in the junction right now, it ain't nothing that, but you know what though? I tell you what, you know what? I'm going to take it back. It is something that we all could do. Or it's something that we all shouldn't do, right? Is to go out there and riot and start tearing up shit. Because like I said, tearing it up is not going to bring this individual back. It's not going to bring the bad news. A verified account on Twitter announced that. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the same thing. Insane. Insert name here. It said that. Well, you know what? Insert name here. Yeah, we can pray. We can all pray, right? Pray that this don't happen to the next person. Pray that it actually really to think that, yeah, it's still some hope that they will actually really go in there and actually, like, once again, flip script. Roger will not bring, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Mobile Gaming King. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to bring us together. So the one thing that we should not do is go out and riot. Because again, this is what the hell they want. This is what they want us to do, right? I mean, because again, they can tell us anything. I mean, because for the most part, unless it has changed, they're actually not going to let us watch the actual injections or whatever. And I'm almost thinking that's just I think that's just for the family, right? Now they might have changed it or whatever, But even when the electric chair was still in use, you know, they wasn't fit to televise it. They wasn't fit to televise it. And then, like I said, I'm pretty sure they're not going to televise this neither. Just like I say, okay, insert name here. I got you. So, like I say, listen, people, right? It's gotta, and again, I don't want to sound like no broke ass record, but it's gotta be a better way to handle the current problem. Like seriously, right? I mean, they're like say now, I get it. You get some people that no matter what you do or try to do, ain't no real fixing. You can't fix that individual. You really can't, right? So then, like I said, those that we know beyond a shadow of the fact that if they can't fix, then yeah, you might want to keep them in there. But then again, right? It ain't all about keeping them in a prison cell, right? You could actually really go ahead and put them somewhere else where that environments are not that harsh or whatever. And then actually really see how they react under new conditions. But what can I say? What can I say? What can any of us say? I'm just like this. Hey, look, I'm just the $5 guy for the most part, right? Yeah, it's wrong. And for the most part, I'm just sitting up here. I'm really worried about how a lot of people gonna react when the execution actually really has taken place. They didn't consider this guy dead or whatever. So now it's just like I said, you know, it's all about what all of us will do after the fact. Is what everybody actually really got to take in consideration. Is what the hell we gonna do after the fact, right? I mean, because I just feel like okay, well, look, if everybody would just sit in everybody just sit in their home and be like, okay, they executed him. Yeah, it was fucked up, but I'm not gonna go out and do what the fuck you think I'm gonna do, right? That's this is how you actually really stop stuff. So for the most part, okay, there's worse things than just life sentencing that they can do to someone committed to murder. Okay, all right, I got you. You know what? Okay, that mobile gaming king, I got you on that too, right? But if you actually really stop and think about it, again, there's other things that we can do, but to what degree are you actually really talking about? But we still use the death penalty. Yeah, we still use it, right? You know, but like I said, right? Breaking news. Witnesses. Oh yeah, Rochelle. They got it. They got him in the room now. So, chair. They got him in the room again. They got him in the execution. Where the witnesses are. Hold on. The witnesses are in the execution room right now. The witnesses are. Yeah. Yeah. No, well, you know they ain't gonna televise it. Yeah. none of us can actually really be ready for this, Tony. None of us can actually. This is, yeah, Jenkins Anonymous. I got you too, right? But just like say how everybody, you know, I can't stress this enough. Everybody that's watching right now, we know how fucked up it is. But it's just like I said, you know, rioting is not the doggone answer. It really ain't. It really ain't because you know, again, let's look at what happened in times past. People get executed for the wrong things. You riot and nothing happens. Ain't nothing changed, right? I saw a video on him talking about how he entertained himself and motivated himself to be. Yeah, I mean, because again, right? Everybody is gonna get popped in the mouth. We can riot, but yeah, okay, Southern Elk Sandwich again. You can riot, but for what? You just tore up your own shit for what? And 9 times out of 10, you go, motherfucker gonna go to jail, right? You know, like what I said earlier. People gonna make mistakes. People gonna make mistakes. This is a part of life, right? You know, and you know, and for some fact, you know, they finna kill this guy. It's like really? I mean, so again, you almost got to ask yourself, okay, from the time that the death penalty was actually like when it was very first implemented, up until now, with Myra Lopez, you know, if he ain't called in all this time, guess what? It's not gonna happen, right? But you know what I was saying is this: you go back from when it started up until now. So you got to ask yourself, what progress has been made? Me too. Me too. Me too. I hope it is fake, right? But then again, you know, I can sit up here and say this too, right? You know, they, meaning the news media, they can tell us any goddamn thing. Because just for the simple fact, they are not actually really finna televise it. All what the hell any of us are gonna see is like, okay, the media, all what the fuck the media is gonna do is just go off of what they have been told. Or what they'll be told. I wonder what's the, you know, again, you actually really got, now, we can actually really like speculate and be like, okay, well, this guy, he's at peace for whatever that's about to happen or what is about to happen. So this guy, he's at peace. So it's like, okay, he prepared himself of the worst case scenario. And so right now, he's about to live out the worst case scenario until they do the lethal injection, until he actually really can't do nothing else. Yeah, they can tell us anything and people will, yeah, okay, they're like say, you know, if you actually really caught the first part of this, and you know, the question was, do you believe? And I actually really put the letters LIE in all caps. So it's almost like, hey, look, the bigger the lie, the more people will believe it. Because apparently the powers that be, they actually really want another. Put like this. So most stuff gonna have to be towed up. You know, in order for them to actually really be like, okay, well, hey, look, okay, they done tore up enough stuff. So now we can actually really go in there and do what the hell that we need to do. Then on top of that, they finna pump everybody else. They finna pump, well, they gonna, or most people, I'm not gonna take it, right? But you know, they just like, okay, well, hey, this is how we can get them. This is how we can get them. We be like, yeah, they're gonna ride. So we're gonna arrest. You know, we're gonna have a lot of arrests to make. So again, it ain't no, you know, once they get you in that jail cell or whatever, again, you still don't know what the fuck actually really might go down with it. So again, people, you know, right now, like I say, you know, all what we can do is wait and pray. And then, like I said, hopefully they'll, you know, they'll switch it again. But I'm just, you know, right now I'm just looking at the like, okay, look, this is not about to happen. This is not, they ain't gonna do nothing else. You know, so and then like I say, you know, everybody, you know, sad day, people. Extremely sad day. You know, so you know, at this point, like, okay, yeah, again, you know, I'm speechless. You know, about what, you know, what has happened or what is about to go down. You know, so all what, you know, I'm, you know, I you know, cause I like I say, you know, you know, I don't know nothing else to say about it at this point. But like I say, hey, look, everybody here, everybody's watching, keep your head up, right? Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends, do not actually really go out there and ride, because this is what these bastards want. This is what the fuck they want, right? So, insert name here, right? You know, you can come back, or you know, you can come back and, you know, tell everybody, and then I'm still waiting for the phone call, you know, or whatever. So anything happens, you know, anything else happens after the fact, then yeah, I actually really come on here and I'll do one more segment or whatever, right? You know, everybody can actually really, well, I already know what a lot of y'all thoughts are already. So, you know, but like I say, you know, when I come back on, once everything is all said and done, right? I come back on, we'll say our little final thoughts, and then and then again, all what the fuck we can do is just wait and pray, and hopefully that a lot of the, you know, that shit don't get tore up. Like seriously. Till next time.